Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your weekly general reading for the sign of Libra for the week of February 9th. And happy Valentine's. And at this time I would also like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing through my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. And also hitting that thumbs up button. And of course the lovely comments. Thank you so much for doing all of that for me. It truly is appreciated, and I do thank you for taking that time. All right, starting out with the King of Cups. So figuring out what it is your next move is going to be and sitting in charge of it, like taking the reins, understanding something needed to change, and you're doing it. You're going for it. You decided that no longer sitting on the fence, wondering what ifs, and taking the necessary steps to do something totally different for yourself. You're driven. You know, you want to be more in charge, like in the driver's seats of the circumstances that are coming up. And you're understanding that it's okay. You know, you may not get everybody's, accolades for it, but you don't need them. You're driven this time to push things. There's something special that you want to achieve, and you're willing to do what it takes to see it to the end. Yeah, and the Nine of Wands. So definitely moving forward, figuring out that it's time to change something up, understanding you're going to change it because this is something you want. You've already made your decision. You're not backing down from this. You've already made the decision to move forward here, and you're understanding that once you made that decision, it was like one that you had written down for yourself. So you're really moving forward on this and understanding that this accomplishment is going to change a lot of things in your life as well. No more problems. You're coming into realization that something needed to change. You were willing to step up to this circumstance. And the Five of Pentacles. So most definitely moving forward on something. You've already made the decision, and you're checking into your finances, making sure you have enough, moving into making more financial decisions, but you're releasing some doubts from your past, understanding that you can let this go now. You're clearing it up, and you're moving forward. Maybe it was a little bit of a step back for some of you in the realization that you need a little more finances going forward, and you're willing to clear up something from the past in order to accomplish that dream going into the future. So you're moving away on a better step for yourself. Yeah, and the Ten of Rods. So definitely doing this. Taking a new direction at something, going at something a little bit different. No longer taking all the burdens and the worries and the stress with you. You're releasing that part of you. You're allowing yourself to go, okay, some of this stuff was not my monkey. May have been my circus, but not my monkey. And you're letting it go. You're allowing people to take onus for their own. And if this is at a job situation, most definitely. If somebody's not, pulling their own weight, you're going to let it just go and ride where it needs to. And you are picking a different path for yourself. You've already come to that conclusion that it's time to take the steps necessary to release yourself from all those extra burdens. And the Four of Cups. Yeah. Removing yourself definitely this week. Like stepping back a little bit, realizing something needed to change. You're anxious to get something going, but you're realizing that you need to go back over things just a little bit and see and get some answers for yourself. You're really looking at your future going forward and realizing that how much farther do you need to go? How much more do you need to accomplish? Or asking yourself the question, am I content where I'm at? Do I have enough? Am I, excited about what I have in my life? you're a little bit bored. You really want to try something different, but you're hesitating, realizing the consequences of the action. So you're holding yourself back just that little bit and really, seriously going within and asking yourself, how do I go about this? And the Chariot, yeah, you're moving forward though. You're realizing you can no longer allow you the luxury of being stuck at something. You're understanding things are changing with or without you, and you'd sooner be, in the driver's seat of these changes than just going along for the ride. So you're moving forward. There's progress here. You've taken action, and you have a more determination about achieving this. You're in control of it. And this is just the beginning, and you're also very much aware of that. So you have something that you really want to take charge of, own it, because you know you can accomplish it. Some of you, it looks like a trip coming up. Yeah, the 8 of Cups. Letting go of things from the past, people, places, and things. You've put time, energy, effort into a lot of things, it looks like, and one in particular. And you have hung in there for a long time. So, my hat's off to you. But you're realizing that it's time to let that go. Leave the past in the past. Let people take responsibilities for their own actions. And you move in a new direction. Because once you learn to release yourself, it's going to help you to move forward for your future much more calmly. And that's all you're wanting, You're just wanting a different path in life, a better one, more that you're getting things paid back to you instead of you always giving out. And the Moon card, yeah, look at that, picking that path. Realizing it's time to let go. Pick your own path, realizing it's time to move forward. And you will, because you're that determined now to change a lot of things. This has been a dream of yours for some time. And it's no longer a mystery to admit to yourself that your desires are tangible. So you're writing the new script here for your future. Letting go of things from the past. Really getting an idea of what it is that you want to accomplish for your future. Taking care of your health, because your health is your wealth. No longer overeating, overdrinking, substances, whatever the bad habits are, and that can be not doing the laundry out a week at a time. It doesn't always have to be health related. But you're understanding you need to change yourself in order for your future to change as well. And you've come to that conclusion this week that it's time for you to take a different way of doing something. Yeah, the King of Rods. Definitely changing your direction. You're motivated. You're taking charge. This is you understanding what the requirements are of yourself and willing to do that. You're planning for your future. There's a trip here as well. And it's going to be a trip to a different destination for many of you. Off the beaten path a little bit. But you're okay with it. You're excited. You're really wanting this to be all that you're anticipating. So that's wonderful to see, and you're learning to practice what you preach instead of, always giving advice. You're understanding it's time to take some of that advice for yourself. So you're mastering this plan that you have implemented, and you're not stopping until you accomplish it. So that's a big one for you. You're understanding that, there's going to be give and take, a little bit of selfishness, or so you are anticipating it may be, but you're okay with that because you need to do that just even so temporary so that you can have what your desire is. So there's a master plan that you have, and you are now showing up for it. Yeah, 7 of Cups. Definitely taking charge. Finally understanding you need to do one thing at a time. You can no longer allow yourself to be scattered, going in different directions. You need to pick one, lock it up and get it completed. Then move on to the next one, because you really do have some lofty dreams that will help you very much in the future and now as well. But it takes that one step first, and the rest will follow. So you are definitely telling yourself to, hold your spot. Hang on. Things are getting better. And the Hermit, yeah. Learning to really go within, really do some meditating, take some time alone, look at where you are, what you've accomplished, do some soul searching this week. You have lots of wisdom, lots of experience, but you're seeking the truth for yourself. It's easy to give advice. It's tough to follow, but you're understanding this is your independence that you're looking into. And if you really want that in the future, this is what you have to do right now in order to accomplish it. So you're going within, figuring stuff out a little bit more on your own, so that it's an accomplishment of your desire. Oh, look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Very nice. Well, it looks like there's some finances getting better here for you. This is a lucky card. Tangible goods, results of, your experiences and your efforts. This is a pay increase for some of you. You may have a small windfall, so you're needing to get some financial advice on how to accomplish your desire. So this is your card from the universe going, yes, right place, right time, right action. All you have to do is apply for the dream job you want. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, and you are going to reach the potential that everybody else could see, but you yourself are finally achieving. Oh yeah, look at that, the Magician. I like that. Power, movement, going forward, understanding what it takes and what you're willing to give. This is action, manifesting, self-control, self-confidence, willpower, and skill. And you have all of that plus. So you're actually gathering your strength here. You know what it is you want to do, what your expectations are at the end, and what you're willing to do to accomplish it. So you are really going forward on a dream that you have wanted. And right now you have all the courage, all the strength, and the desire to push it to life. So wow, you are really on the upswing here going forward for yourself. I'm going to pick one of these bigger cards for a little more clarity on this week. Just sort of an answer. All right. 5 of Pentacles. Definitely needing to walk away from some advice that you're getting from somebody. Maybe somebody's told you need to do this or do that. And you're realizing that the only way any of this is going to change is if you walk away from something and start fresh. Maybe there has been a financial dip in your life recently, and you're realizing that, okay, I need a little bit more than what you already have. So you're moving in a new direction to accomplish it, but it's a minor setback. It's nothing that is going to cause you any kind of long term, but you're moving away from it. Okay. And the Oracle card, be grateful. You have much more to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. A connected personal life. Oh, that's beautiful. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.